Hey guys, we're over here at Pine Ridge Crystals, and I'm with my son Joseph, with Jeff with Hunting Rocks, and Chris with Right Rocks. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link for their YouTube channels in the description below. All right, take 13. This is our first time digging together, all three of us, or actually all four of us. And so we're going to have a lot of fun today. This is a brand new mine that's opened up. It's a kind of a soft opening right now. And in March, they're going to have the grand opening. Right now, it's $100 per day to dig. And they take cards also. But I think this Friday is the last time he's going to be doing that because they're just finding so much material here. Since he's just starting it up, he hasn't quite got all of his pricing worked out just yet, but he will have primitive digs. He will have camping available if you guys wanted to camp. He'll have tailings digs, and also if you want to work a wall.
The Pine Ridge Crystal Mine is located about a half-hour west of Mount Ida. To book a dig, just simply go to their website, scroll down, and click the button. You can also contact them directly with the contact information provided here. When you show up to do your dig, he'll have you sign a waiver, give you a brief tour, and show you a few of the samples that he's been pulling out recently. After James answers any questions you may have, he'll help you get all of your digging supplies loaded into the bucket of his tractor. Then he'll drive back to the digging site and you'll follow him. It's only about 200 feet or so. My son and I brought a garden cart with us so that we can load out any large yard rocks that we want to take with us.
That's the fun part right there. So yeah, let's have some fun.
But there'll be a pocket now, all down inside here.
Right there, yeah, right there. Look at that. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So this whole pocket of clay, and then you'll flip over another rock, and there won't be, but then there.
Oh yeah,
there will be.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this alluvial stuff's easier digging than that shale wall.
But it's all the way to the.
Chris is like, I'm gonna start digging up here in the dirt now.
Like, man, get out of my way.
Check out what Chris from Right Rocks is pulling out. He found a pocket. So you get all those points right there.
All up in here, all through here, and there's some even right down here.
That's where he's pulling out this stuff from. Really beautiful material.
That is a big, big cluster. Points all over that thing. Ooh, that one's loose, maybe? Yeah. Is that loose? Yeah, that one is. Pop it out, yeah. I was wondering about that, they'd be loose or not.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be loose ones down there.
Man, that is a clear. That's
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty too. It's just poking right out there.
Something down here now. Yeah, you think you would notice if I switch crystals on him?
There we go. Oops, that one broke off. There's one point here that just broke off. What I was wanting to get to is this cluster of crystals right here. See all that? They're upside down right now, but I don't know. There's more right here too. That broke off too. The rock that's behind you, this rock right here is loose also. I loosened this one here up as well. And check this out. Move that. Don't need that. Nothing underneath there. We'll go underneath this clay and move a bunch of stuff around. See if we can't find some crystals buried in there. But we're moving a lot of rock already. We've only been digging for maybe 20-30 minutes or so. So this rock has got crystals embedded in it. It's a huge rock. It probably weighs 300-400 pounds maybe. I don't know. It's nice and thick. I'll try to break it up a little bit. I've got safety glasses and some other tools. There's another crystal point. I'm going to go with my crowbar and try to bang some of this stuff off. So right where this big rock was right here, and I started removing some of the shale. All this loose pieces right here. Check this out. There is a point, but look at this one right here. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. Ooh, there's a couple of them. That's a little cluster. Let's get this bad boy removed and see how it's going to turn out. What do you think, Chris? Should I try to remove stuff up above it? Oh, that whole thing's moving.
Yeah, that's moving for you.
That's moving.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, that's a nice one right there.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
super nice.
Yeah, there you go, Joe. That's perfect. Start the day off.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
And that tip's perfect too.
Mm-hmm.
So this piece has only been sprayed off with water from the hose. Overall, I think it's a really good piece, but it wound up having a little bit more damage on it than what I thought.
Joe's working on that big one right there. You gotta be real
Oh,
good.
here she comes.
Yeah. Good call by Chris.
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
There we go.
Oh, look at
There's
that.
Oh, it's
that.
loose. It's loose. That's okay.
It's all breaking down. Ooh, that's
Oh.
still a nice point though. Look
That
at
is a
that.
super nice point.
Yeah, it's going to be really clear too.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can tell. I'm going to keep all the clay and everything. All right.
Yeah, good find. Good find.
Here's how that crystal turned out that broke off of that cluster. Now I didn't know it until I started cleaning these things up, but a lot of the points from this general area had several record keeper triangles on some of the faces.
So I moved down to the left a little bit, and I'm still working in the same general area. I've been flipping over all kinds of rocks, finding rehealed stuff, broken pieces of quartz, kind of like this right here. Some pretty cool stuff. Then I flipped over this rock, and check out those points right there. So like there's my thumb and my glove. But man, that's a good size one. And it's just a whole bunch of quartz right there. So I'm going to keep working this area in this quartz seam and see if I can't extract a few points out of there. Check out this spray. A bunch of them all stuck together, embedded right there in that shale, but I'm pulling them right out of here. All right, so I'm working this area a little bit more. I'm slowly taking things apart, and I'm seeing all kinds of just broken pieces. And I'm following that a little bit, and I start seeing these points. Look at that glass, and that's solid too. So I'm going to try to work around it, and we're going to try to extract that here in just a sec. See that? All kinds of points. So I need to go a little bit deeper. That was just a little test pilot spot so I could see how deep these crystals are going. Look at that, water clear.
So here's how that point turned out after getting it washed off with some water.
Okay, I need to go a little bit deeper. Go underneath it. Let me pull this out. Lots of broken quartz. Set that to the side for now. Now I'm sitting down below it from the hill. That way anything that rolls down, I will block with my body so it won't roll down into the water. Alrighty, and there we go. Check out all those crystals. Just worked it from the backside. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Just pulling it right out of here. You didn't hear anything, did you? See, with this area right here, James will tell you that you have this solid quartz, and then it'll open up in what looks like vugs, which are just little openings or cavities. And then that's where a bunch of these crystals are forming, almost kind of like a geode, and then so I've got a little crystal pocket right here and this big giant solid rock of quartz. We get all kinds of interesting reheals here. I mean, just plates and plates of this stuff. It's almost kind of like druzy quartz a little bit. All right, so there's a seam, goes through here with points, like here's a point right there I'm working on. Here's some shiny black glass right there. I'm gonna try to remove a lot of this. I've got a lot of these rocks down that were over top of it. Now I've got to get these down from underneath. And the flip. Oh, it broke. Man, I perfectly did that too. All right. So we have that little bit of shiny black glass right there. Let's start pulling off some of the clay and see what it's going to look like. Ooh. Nice point. Ooh. No, that was my stupid hammer missed the crowbar and whacked my thumb. Got a few points here that are loose. Perfect. Let's check this one here out. Look how water clear that thing is. That's just beautiful.
Here's how that piece turned out after only washing it off with some water.
There's plenty more in here. See this dark right here. I want to try to, that's not loose. It's a cluster. I want to see if I can't get that. And there's still shiny black glass here and up here, and then a few spots over there. And there's a lot underneath this pocket clay right here too, I think. Sometimes you just got to persuade it a little bit. Here we go. Looks like there's crystals underneath it. Falling right out. See? I'll have to scoop all this material up. Look at that. Just handfuls of points are falling out. I'm just going to grab it by the handful and throw it all in the bucket. And I'll sort it out later. Those water clears that are just pouring right out. There's a point right here. It's not loose though.
So I wound up getting that point out, and here's how it looks all cleaned up with just water.
Here.
Alright, I'm just digging this hole up, moving rocks, and one flipped and I had to get the guys out. Let's see what we got up here, guys.
What did you find, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, look at that. Man. That is a big point.
And that clear won't come up, but there's another one growing on the side of it.
Yeah, look at that. There's one there, there's one there.
Very nice, that's what I've been wanting.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh. Yes, that's what I've been wanting out of here. And it was underneath it, and I just popped under, and I saw the black glass.
Man, outstanding.
And the points are perfect on them too. He's just got a nice big one here. It's part of that other cluster he's working on. It's the top part.
Okay. Let's see. You got anything?
Maybe.
All right, so my son just separated this rock right here. And look what just popped out. My goodness. Good job, baby son. All right, what'd you pull, son?
Yeah, he's got this big old chunk right here. Some of it's a little eaten up, but there's some cool faces on there.
Is it?
Might be more back there because I'm seeing some more glass looking stuff. Look at that.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at that. There's a bunch of squares and faces I'm seeing back there.
All kinds of goodies in there. And all kinds of black glass right there in front of my finger. My son's working on this right here. You got all kinds of points right here. Ooh, that's loose. Up in here. You okay if I go ahead and pull on that, son?
Yeah, go for it.
So this point had a lot of really neat rehealing on the bottom side of it.
All kinds of points all through here. Look at that. Just
Yeah, there's
point
tons of points right there.
after point after point. Check out this nice
That's a
cluster right there.
nice point right there too.
Nice point.
Yeah. Kind of milky, but looks good.
What I'm working on over here, there are all kinds of points all through all of this, going up and out to here. So I'm separating this rock out and trying to salvage all these points. All right, guys, I have had a blast out here at Pine Ridge Crystals. I highly recommend it. It is December 11th. And out of all the digs I've done so far this year, I have done the best here so far. I've got so many large clusters pulled up here, so many buckets full already. Jeff with Hunting Rocks is going to town. He's got some dirty biscuits. That's all part of being a rock hound. Chris has got probably the biggest point of the day up there, a huge cluster. Everybody's done wonderful. So yeah, definitely 2 solid thumbs up. I highly recommend it. Come on out and have some fun. Here's a quick look at the digging area we were at it today. I worked down in here for the first half of the day till about 2-ish. Then I came up here and worked for a few minutes right there. And then after that, I came down here in this pit on the backside of this wall and worked next to my son to finish out the day. Jeff was working down there at the end, about here. Chris dug out this right here. James dug this area out right here. We all found a lot of really great stuff today. All right, guys, once again, the hype is real. Come on out, you're going to have a lot of fun. I know that Chris, Jeff, and I, we all had a blast out here, so same thing with my son, Joseph. I don't want to forget him. He's always included. Right over there, loading the cart like a good boy. I'm going to edit that out, son, don't worry. Well, here's a quick look at some of the pieces that we found yesterday. On top of all of that, we've got several large rocks here. I mean, check out that crystal. We got 3 more 5-gallon buckets full. Got another cluster there, nice one there, another one beside it there. Got a nice one here. All of these clusters over here. I mean, check out the size of that crystal. Look at that. Let's go over here and take a quick look at some of these finds and get my shadow out of the way. Check that out. It's got another one there in the back. Still got the roots on it and everything. So much stuff. Look at all the points on this one here. All kinds of black glass on that. Points falling off of it. Roots hanging off of it. Really, really pretty stuff.
One of the things that I noticed about a lot of my larger clusters is that there's just tons of these tabular crystals that are just wedged in between all of the larger crystals. A lot of them are double terminated too. Some of them have some really unique shapes. This one kind of resembles a fish a little bit. Those little extra tabbies that are connected there at the base, right there at the curve, kind of remind me of some fins poking out a little bit. This tabby right here that fell out of some crystals, it's a little bit more chunky. It's got a lot going on with it and it's pretty cool. Let's clean some of these things up and see how they turned out after I got them all sprayed off. A lot of my finds still have a lot of excess rock that still needs to be cut off the bases. But this is them pretty much all cleaned up, just raw right out of the ground, and only sprayed off with water.
Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless.